Good morning, children. Today we are going to see our next chapter of civics, that is the Indian judiciary or the Union judiciary. Now this is the third lesson of your civics chapter, that is the judiciary. Now let's see what is the meaning of judiciary. Judiciary interprets or explain the meaning of the laws which are made by legislature, and it punishes the lawbreakers, those who don't follow the rules, those who break the laws, it punishes them. Let's see what is the role of judiciary. You can see the structure of the judiciary, how our judicial system of India works. So first comes at the apex, at the top level, the Supreme Court, next the High Courts, and then the subordinate courts or the district level courts. Now, which type of cases are solved in these courts? First comes civil case, the case which is related to family matters like property issues, marriage issues, contracts, damage to goods, etc. Those are called as the civil cases. And then the criminal cases, the cases which are related to thefts, okay, or robberies, or killing, or physical injury, or rioting. So these cases comes under the criminal cases. So these civil cases and criminal cases are solved in these courts. You can see the picture. This is the Supreme Court of India. Now let's see how the Supreme Court works. First, we'll see the composition of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court comprises of one Chief Justice of India and 33 other judges in the court. So one Chief Justice and 33 other judges. The Chief Justice of India was appointed by the President, and the President with Chief Justice of India appoint the other judges. The Chief Justice and other judges are appointed till they complete their 65 years of age. Now this is the composition of the Supreme Court. You can make a note of it. Next comes qualification. Now to be the judge in the Supreme Court, the person must be a citizen of India. He should be either a distinguished jurist. He should be judge of High Court for 5 years. He must have worked in the High Court for 5 years. He should be an advocate of High Court for 10 years. So these are the qualifications to be the judge in the Supreme Court. You can see in this picture the Chief Justice of India. He is Sharad Arvind Bobde. Now let's see what are the parts and functions of the Supreme Court. First comes the administrative function, and next are the judicial functions. In these administrative functions, advisory, court records, judicial review, guardian of fundamental rights. These matters are discussed and will be taken care under this administrative function. What is the judicial function? Original and appellate jurisdiction. Original jurisdiction is wherein the cases directly come to the Supreme Court and where the Supreme Court handles those cases. And appellate jurisdiction wherein the cases which are sent from High Court to Supreme Court, that is called as the appellate jurisdiction. Now judicial functions of Supreme Court. Original jurisdiction includes the authority of Supreme Court to hear cases related to constitution, fundamental rights, disputes of center and state, or state for the first time. As I said, directly these cases go to the Supreme Court. For the first time, the Supreme Court handles it. Appellate jurisdiction says that the case other than mentioned above cases can hear only after it has gone through the judicial hierarchy, which means district court and high court, and then after, if they are not able to handle these cases, then these cases go to the Supreme Court. Now next one is administrative function of Supreme Court. The Supreme Court advises President on any question of law. The Supreme Court acts as court of records by keeping records of all decisions and decrees issued by Supreme Court in printed format for future reference. Now all the decisions are kept in a printed format as a preservance for the future reference. The Supreme Court holds power to declare a law null and void even if Parliament has passed it, if that is not abiding Constitution. In this way, Supreme Courts act as a guardian of Constitution. If any law is null and void, if it is not followed it properly, then the Supreme Court guards the Constitution. Supreme Court also issues writs. Okay, writs are the notices, the legal notices. What is writ? It is the legal notice if there are any lawbreakers. So these notices are sent to the lawbreakers just to protect the fundamental rights of the citizen. Next is High Court. Now we'll see the composition of High Court. Each state has its own High Court. Okay, every state has their own High Courts. High Courts comprises of one Chief Justice and the other judges. There is no number mentioned here. See, in Supreme Court there are 33 other judges than the Chief Justice. Here one Chief Justice and the other judges. The Chief Justice will be appointed by the President in Constitution with Chief Justice of India, means with the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and Governor of that state. The Chief Justice of High Court and other judges serve till they attain 62 years of their age. In Supreme Court it is 65 and in High Court it is 62. Now what are the qualifications of the High Court judges? He must be a citizen of India. This is the first and foremost one. He should have worked as a judge in any court for not less than 10 years. Means he should work in any other court for 10 years. He should be an advocate of High Court for continuously 10 years. He should be renowned scholar in the field of law. He should have all the knowledge in the field of law. Now what are the powers and function? The same thing which we are going to see how what are the powers and functions of Supreme Court. The same thing in High Court, appellate jurisdiction and original jurisdiction. Appellate, as I told you, these comes according to the hierarchy, which follows the hierarchy, which means the subordinate courts send the cases to the High Court. Okay, the cases which are gone through the subordinate courts first, and then it comes to High Court, that is called as the appellate jurisdiction, and the cases which are handled directly in the High Court is called as the original jurisdiction. Now what are writs? Even though you don't have this in your portion, I am just telling you as your reference. Writs, these are legal documents issued by Supreme Court and High Court for not protecting the fundamental rights if they are not following the duties properly. First is habeas corpus, prohibition, certiorari, mandamus and quo warranto. You will be having the complete information in the next year of your class. Next comes subordinate codes. The codes at district level and below it are called as the subordinate codes. The cases which are solved here are criminal cases and the civil cases. Criminal cases, as you know, the murder cases, killing cases, physical harassment cases are the criminal cases. Civil cases, the marriage disputes, the property disputes are handled in these cases. Next one is Lok Adalat. What is Lok Adalat? Lok Adalat means the people's court, the court of the people. It is an voluntary forum which settles minor disputes, the small disputes which are settled in these adalats. It is managed by retired judicial officers. It provides speedy justice, means quick justice to the people without any expenditure. The Lok Adalats encourage to settle disputes through dialogues, through the words. The first Lok Adalat was organized at Junagadh, which is in Gujarat, in October 1982. Here you can see the picture of National Lok Adalat, where the people are discussing about their problems with the officers. Thank you children. That's it for the chapter. Read the chapter once again, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me. Thank you.